Hi everybody and welcome back. This video is going to be all about what I ate and drank in New York, as well as my favourite places to visit. I went there a few weeks ago with my fiance Oliver for my 30th birthday. I had such an amazing time and I wanted to share with you some of my favourite places to eat and drink. So first up is breakfast, and throughout the 5 breakfasts that we had there, we had one really amazing, super special and more pricey breakfast, and then 4 more affordable breakfasts to help balance it all out. If you are celebrating, I cannot recommend enough the Mandarin Oriental. So their restaurant is in a 5-star hotel and it's really high up. The views overlook Central Park and it honestly was incredible. The whole experience, the atmosphere, the staff, and then the food was amazing too. I had a chia seed bowl with some fruit and I had a juice and a cup of tea and it was just amazing. Oliver had eggs benedict, which also tasted amazing, and for dessert we were actually given a chocolate cake because it was my birthday. Please let me know if you visit there too, because it honestly was such an amazing experience. We loved it. So for the other 4 mornings we went to cheaper places. So we tend to have tea and coffee in the hotel, and we went to Starbucks and also Hale Hearty soups. So from Starbucks I got things like fresh fruit and a cappuccino, which is fairly balanced. You've got protein, you've got calcium, you've got fibre in there. And what I will say is that I did visit Starbucks more than was expected because of the jet lag. So I did have my fair share of skinny cappuccinos with sugar-free vanilla. So moving on to lunch, just as with breakfast, we had one more indulgent and pricey lunch and the others were slightly cheaper. So on my birthday we went to the Boathouse Inn, which is in Central Park and it overlooks an amazing lake. I had an incredible tuna salad, and for dessert again we were given another chocolate cake. I also had a really nice cup of tea there. The service wasn't quite as good as the one in Mandarin Oriental. I think it's just because they were busy, but everything was really nice, the atmosphere was really nice, and I highly recommend it as well. Other lunches that we had, we went to the egg shop, which had been recommended, and I had the most amazing poached eggs ever. I think I had this like quinoa bowl, and I'll put the name of what I had down below. It was filled with quinoa, lots of veggies, eggs, and it was just a really cute shop. It was in the southern side of Manhattan, and I will put more information down below. Another place that I didn't unfortunately manage to check out, but I really wanted to, was a place called the Butcher's Daughter. The menu looked incredible and it was close by to the egg shop as well, so do let me know if you managed to go there. Another lunch that we had was Sarabeth's, and the food was really nice, but for me the service and the cost of it just wasn't worth it. So I think if you want an amazing breakfast like the traditional pancakes with bacon, Sarabeth's is really good, but for lunch it just wouldn't be a place that I would be going back to. From a fast food point of view, I discovered Shake Shack, which actually I think they have these in London as well. I went for the garden hot dog, which is like a hot dog that is got loads of veggies added, and I also had a shroom burger, which is like a vegetarian mushroom burger. You get free water there. My boyfriend loved the burgers and he's a massive burger fan, so I highly recommend going there. And the last place was, I want to say like a bit off the beaten track, but it wasn't. Whilst we were on Wall Street, we got really hungry and we found this really cute kind of like small fast food joint. So Oliver got pizza naturally, but I got this gigantic grilled chicken salad. Normally I have such a big appetite and I can finish everything, but I didn't manage to finish it. I nearly did though. It had olives and it really was beautiful, and the staff there were amazing, and it was called, I think it's Georgio's Pizza, and I'll put the full name of it down below. So when it comes to evening meals, Shake Shack was actually one of our evening meals, but we went to 3 amazing restaurants that I highly recommend. The first on my birthday was Buddakannyc, which actually features in the Sex and the City film, so it's where they all went before Carrie's wedding. The food there was the best food I've ever tasted. It honestly was beautiful. The whole surroundings looked amazing and the service was really good too, so I highly recommend going there. The next place was Beauty in Essex. So Beauty in Essex is amazing because the front of it is actually a pawn jewellery shop, and you go to the back and there's a door at the back and you go through. It's the most beautiful and amazing restaurant I've ever seen. The cocktails in there were incredible, and every time the girls go to the toilet you get a glass of free fizz as well. The food was really delicious, the service was amazing, and everyone in there just looked like they were having a good time. So on one of our last nights we went to the David Burke fabric restaurant, restaurant, which is at the bottom of, I think it's a 4 or 5 star hotel. The prices weren't extortionate, it was actually really reasonable. We had the most amazing starter, this avocado dip. I went for a salad again for my main, just because I was getting a lot of calories that day from alcohol, so I did drink my fair share of wine on this holiday. And then for dessert we had the most amazing, this like tall cake with ice cream, and it was delicious. After that meal we actually went up to their Spyglass rooftop bar, which was incredible. I think I had gin and slimline tonic or vodka diet coke, I can't remember. I wasn't on the cocktails that night, but the views were incredible. You could see top of the rock, the Rockefeller, and it was just amazing. One thing that I will say, if you are going to bars in New York and you look under the age of 40, then make sure to remember your ID, because some bars can be quite strict and may not let you in. So another bar that I highly recommend going to is Back Room, and Back Room, I won't tell you much about it because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but basically it's a prohibition bar. Look at where it is, you have to go. They serve the cocktails in teacups, and it's just the most amazing experience. And I think the only last thing that I need to cover really is snacks. So as I said before, I did drink a lot of coffee because of the jet lag on this trip. I had dark chocolate from Starbucks. I had these amazing kale chips. I also ate quite a few Quest bars, which I thought were going to be loads cheap in America, and they unfortunately weren't. Yeah, so that's how I stayed fuel my breakfast, lunch, evening meal and snacks. I did have my fair share of calories from delicious food and alcohol, but because of the amount of walking that we did, my weight stayed exactly the same. So I would highly recommend you go, walk, see the sights, and just indulge as you wish, because you're burning it all off. I just wanted to finish off though with some sites that I highly recommend going to. There's all the classics, like there's Times Square. We went to Top of the Rock, where you can see the Empire State Building from. Central Park is incredible, Fifth Avenue for shops, and the hotel that we were at, we stayed at the Chambers Hotel, which is incredible, and it's really near Central Park and Fifth Avenue. Other places that I loved were Wall Street, Brooklyn Bridge, so walking over it during the day and then at night, and we walked along the promenade on Brooklyn Heights, and the views were stunning. Other places that I loved were Grand Central, the Public Library, the Highline, which was amazing for taking pictures, and Chelsea Market. And one of the most amazing experiences that I had was a helicopter ride. So my sister Sarah actually bought me that for my birthday, and it was amazing just to see the whole of Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty, and I cannot wait to go back. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you're going to New York, then please do leave me a comment down below and let me know where you plan on going or where you have been. I'm so jealous. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye!